Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be playing with the new Fantasy Cosmetica Enchanted Autumn Palette in collaboration with Makeup Just for Fun or Amanda. And so if you're interested in my thoughts and opinions and a first look on this palette, then keep on watching. First things first that I'm going to do is I am going to be lighting the candle that was part of this collection, and it's called the Whispering Woods. Now this does come in like a metal container, and one of the lovely things about this is it has this wood wick where it should crackle and kind of give off that fun sound. How could I describe? It's more like it's a little bit more masculine, pine woods. I don't know exactly how to, but it smells really, really good. So first things first, I'm going to light this. See, I've got my handy little, have you guys ever tried these, by the way? These are like rechargeable lighters. They look like mini stun guns, but you can charge them via USB-C. Hit the little lights here and it shows you how much it's charged. You hit the little trigger here, like 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one you don't even have to like count. And then, yeah, you're good to go. I love that. Okay. Let's see how she goes. Okay. And then when you're done, you just slide it closed. I love that. It's so easy. All right. So, how pretty is she? She's very pretty. I am going to put her maybe behind me. Let's see. I don't know where the best place, I want to keep an eye on it. You know, you're always a little, I don't know. Oh, can you hear that? It's a good sound. I'm going to put it here on the side of my desk. So I'm going to just move some stuff here. On my desk, I have all of these, tossing things on the ground here. I have all of these items that I'm getting ready to film my next empties. So if you are a fan of empties, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and come back for that, because that will be the next video that I film. Maybe today actually, so I can finally throw away some of this stuff and get it off my desk. So I'm just gonna have this here. Wow, the flame's really going now. Let me show you. Oh, you can hear it now. I just love that sound. Okay, so I'm lighting that. And if you saw the tier review that I had of the cushion foundation of the red one, did not go so well for me. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it up here in the eye and down below. But I did see that they have a new formula, so I'm giving them another shot. This is the tier in pink, and this one is supposed to be a bit more matte, and I am hopeful for this one. So same thing, comes with a little applicator, comes with this, it's the same packaging, so it's all like this. And then I'm going to start with the sponge that they gave, and then if I need to extra, I'll go in with some extra. So I'm just gonna push down, and I did go up in shade. So this, oh yeah, I think this is gonna be way better. This is 29, I believe the colors, natural beige. So this is 29 natural beige. So I'm just going to start with this. Now, one thing I did notice is the last time when whatever you load up on the sponge, it goes a really long way. And I think I used too much last time, I will say. So I'm going to be doing this. And if you see me looking down, it's because you can be proud of me today. I was smart enough to think ahead and bring a mirror. So I'm just going to do this. And I might just kind of like drag a little and see how that goes too. You know what? The coverage is pretty good. I have a couple of things I'm trying to hide right now, and the trouble spot, oh yeah, look at that. The trouble spot is usually my nose, and it looks to be going on pretty well. Okay, all right. By the way, I am looking for a foundation that is going to be really good for some different things like traveling and taking with me and on the go, and like provides a good amount of coverage and has some good stickability. I have some travel coming up in this next year too, and I'm gonna link a video for my main channel just in case you want to watch, but I talk about how I won a trip that I will be hopefully vlogging and stuff over this next coming year summer, and I'm super excited about that. But the trip was basically won for me on a talk show. So if you want to hear about that, then I will totally link that video so you can take a look on my main channel. I love that sound, the crackling sound on the candle. So it's totally doing its thing over there. I'm really liking this foundation. You know what? I'm pretty sure that I still have the face filter on from when I was doing my last musical live stream. Let me turn that off. One sec. I think I can turn it off while I'm still recording. You'll see it in real time because there is a face filter built into this camera and it's on low, but I don't want it to be on anything so that you guys can really see what my skin is doing. Let me see. I can. All right, so let me turn it off. So there we go. There is no skin filter now. I'll tell you, I put it on low for sometimes when I'm doing musical streams because I'm usually no makeup on and, you know, I'm not trying to put makeup on just so I can do a live stream. And it's not like I have anything to be ashamed of or anything. I mean, we are what we are in our skin. I just, it makes me feel a little better about myself. Just like when you go onto Instagram and you swipe once and you get the Paris filter. You know what I'm saying, right? It just makes everything look a little bit better. I don't know. How are we doing here with this? I feel like it's a good amount of coverage. I don't want to go too crazy like I think I did last time. I think it looks really nice though. I'm going to let that sit and bake for a little bit and we'll see how she goes. I am going to try out a new concealer. This one is from Dose of Colors. This is called the Meet Your Hue. I think it's Meet Your Hue. I also ordered a foundation, but it seems to be going along the same route as all of the rest of my choose your own color online adventures, or who am I kidding, like in real life too. And it is probably 10 shades too dark. So I'm not going to be trying that. And I'm going to put a little on the eyelids because I'm so excited to be playing with this new palette, which is part of the collection, as you know, where the candle came from. I'm just going to go in here. You know what? I'm pretty sure I'm going to use this one. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy Concealer Brush. I like this one. It looks like a little paw. And I'm just going to kind of start sweeping downwards underneath the eye and then kind of like lifting over here on the corner and then swiping like an eyeshadow base. Now, I understand that a concealer is not an eyeshadow base. I am fully aware, but I'm just letting you know this is what I'm doing today. There we go. I think like that color is nice. You know what? I feel like that color could just be a foundation shade. And for the days when I feel like I need some extra coverage or that, I could just do a thin layer of that over some very moisturized skin. I feel good. There you go. Covering up that little shiner, whatever is happening here in between. There we go. Putting the rest on my eyelid. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, what do y'all think? I think it looks pretty good. I might try later and actually dot a little. Let's see if I have enough left on the brush. Not bad. Here on this area of this little blemish I'm trying to cover up. So maybe I'll do that. Now, I was attracted to this particular shade of the Tear foundation because they said that it is more matte. And I did find the other one was like, I just look like sweaty and like, I feel like it was not for me. So there's that. And I think next I will go ahead and, what should I do next? You know what? I'm going to do the brows. So first thing I'm going to do, I've got this Patrick Ta, the dark wax. This is disgusting. I know but I use my stuff. Can't apologize for that. So I'm going to take this ColourPop little spray. I'm going to spray this because it works best when you wet it. And then I'm going to take, I've got this e.l.f. Precisely My Brow, or like Ultra Precise, Precisely My Brows Benefit. This is Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. So I'm starting with the spoolie side, and I'm going to bring through some of this wax that will help darken a little bit and give a little bit of the soap brow feel and hold. So I need some help with my brows. So I'm doing this. I'm just combing it up here in the front, and then on the tail end, kind of just like smooshing backwards. Those are very technical terms. And then I'm going to go in with the pencil, and then I'm going to roll this up a little bit. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to start at the front, kind of go up my nose and kind of do a little draw so I know where the inside of it should be. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. There you go. So I'm going to try and make them somewhat even. And then I'm just going to fill in the front. I'm also very bad at doing brows. I don't know why I'm trying to walk you through the steps that I do, because you don't want your brows to look like mine, but I'm just letting you know. And actually, actually, if I'm going wrong somewhere with this, tell me how to fix it, and then maybe my brows will look better. Let's help each other out, shall we? Like my friend Jen says, in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, right? We look out for one another, we're helpful. And I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth on this area, build up some of that color. And then I'm gonna do some of these vertical strokes here in the front. I'm trying not to touch my face because it feels still a little bit damp and I don't want to get it all sticky on my hand. I do have like a bald patch here in the front, and that's where I find the hardest to make it look the most natural. So the tail end I don't even care as much about. It's just always the front that seems to not look close at all. And then I border very quickly. It vacillates very quickly between like, it looks too sparse and then all of a sudden it's Instagram brow. So I don't know. I am loving this candle. One, the scent is really, really nice. I love the wood wick kind of crackling. I'm here for that. So I recommend the candle. Like, it's really getting going. It sounds like a little fireplace. I mean, I hope you all are hearing it. Let me see. Sounds so good. Okay, next I'm gonna go in, let's do a blush. And I think what I have here in front of me, we're gonna be trying out this Surratt blush. It was kind of a build your own. I had the pink that I got as part of a set from Beautylish, and then I got this other kind of pinkish one, and I thought I would put them in the palette together. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush like this. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy A507 kind of chiseled one. I usually use this one for bronzer too. I'm gonna give it a go anyway. I'm just gonna use the same brush. And I'm going to kind of go half and half and actually use both colors. So you could either do one and one, or you just kind of go, maybe I'll do that. So I'll go a little bit of pink, a little bit of dark pink, a little bit of tap tap. Let's see how she goes. We're gonna start here, sweeping gently. I think it's kind of fun to mix the colors. I'm not mad at that. I think that's really pretty. I'm gonna do the same. A little bit of pink, a little bit of red. I was a little scared because I feel like that red's a little scary, but this isn't so bad. Okay, maybe a little blush blindness. We're just gonna do some blending here. So now that we've done that, let's just go in and just swirl. Swirl, swirl, swirl. We're gonna swirl those colors together. Swirl, swirl, swirl. I think that looks nice. Next, I'm gonna go in with a bronzer, and I am going to go in with the Sigma matte bronzer in medium. I used the light yesterday, and I felt like even though you can build it up, I thought maybe I would want a little higher intensity of color payoff right away. So I'm gonna try this. Hopefully this is gonna work. So it's my first time actually trying this one. Just gonna give it a little tap off and give it a go. Yeah, I think that will work. So I kind of almost like push and stipple here at the outside edge, and then kind of like brush forward sometimes. And I do a little for my forehead as well, and I kind of place it here, and then I work backwards into my hairline. So we're gonna do this just to give it a little bit, and then do this. I'm not doing any kind of contouring or anything today. We're just keeping it really simple. I want the most payoff and excitement and energy to be around the eye look. So we're gonna kind of leave it there for the face and complexion as far as everything is concerned. You know what? I think it's looking pretty nice. I like it. I like it. Okay, so the next thing, I wanted to put this on, and so I wore this shirt in honor of this video, now that we're kind of also getting into makeup just for fun, or Amanda's collab. There are, for the first, I don't know if it's still available, but if it's not, she also has an Etsy shop, and it's called Just for Fun Style, kind of just like her makeup just for fun. This is Just for Fun Style. So she makes different necklaces, earrings, and jewelry pieces and stickers. And I thought that this would be fun to wear while I'm using her palette that she collabed with Fantasy Cosmetica on. And I knew that for the first however many orders, there might be a set of earrings or a necklace included in that order. So, like I said, if it's not still available, you can always still get it through her own Etsy shop. So I can put a link for that down in the description below, but I thought I wanted to wear this piece. So really, really cute. I like it. So next up, we are going to be talking about the palette. Now, this is the new Fantasy Cosmetica and Makeup Just for Fun pigment palette. It's kind of the autumn, Enchanted Autumn. And I did get the opportunity to meet the owner of Fantasy Cosmetica recently because we're both from Washington. And that was super, super fun. We had a great conversation sitting in a coffee shop that's local here. But she also let me know that it's her husband that does the artwork for some of her palettes, including this one. So I wanted to show you this because I do think it's one of the most beautiful pieces of art that I've seen on a lot of these palettes. So I wanted to show you that, make sure you got your minute there to look at that. And then on the inside, you're going to see yourself hopefully here. But there's a little like mirror in here, and then the cranes, and then this little archway. So I think that's really fun. Now let's talk about the palette itself. Let's do this. It is in this cardboard packaging. It's nice and slim, so I love that. Very autumnal colors. I'm always really bad at saying that. And honestly, these greens are really calling to me, and this green really calling to me. And I think you could go a very, very neutral-ish if you stuck with this almost like mustard brown color here and then went in with the sparkle next to it. Ooh, it's here. Everything's backwards. And then I think this one up here it's this one over here in this corner, also really pretty. I haven't done swatches yet. I will, and then insert them so you can see what I'm talking about. I think this is just really, really fun because you have all these jewel colors, and maybe the pink one's not for me over here, I say as I'm wearing pink, but I love the purple, I love the blue vibe, I love the green, and I love this gold. So I think the first thing that was calling to me, even though I think this dusky color would also look really cute with what I'm wearing too, and I love purple, I think for today I am going to do the green. Maybe I'll regret. I'm not sure. Oh, it's hard to choose. It's hard to choose. And now I'm nervous because, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll change my mind, and I'm curious about this one, and this one. And I wonder if I use those three colors together, how that might look. I might do that. Okay. I don't know how it's going to look. Okay. I'm literally thinking out loud as we speak. This is hard. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush, and I am going to go into this color here, and I'm going to start with that and kind of work it somewhat loosely in that crease area. So I'm just kind of pressing it into my eye socket, finding that, and kind of doing windshield wiper motions back and forth here, kind of creating a little frowny arc. Now this, I will say, is my third experience with Fantasy Cosmetica, and the other palette that I have is Cradled in Ice, which if you're into like this purple, blue, pink kind of story, really, really pretty. And the other one is like a Sneak Attack, which it's appropriately named the Fighter palette. I just really, really like that palette too. So all the palettes so far that I've tried from them, really good. And I feel like the mattes blend really easily, and they have some really interesting shifty monochrome or duochromes that are just really, really pretty. I think that color alone is just a really pretty shade. It's almost like khaki with this shade of green, like very lightly. I really like that. Okay, so that is that color. Now as I'm stalling and thinking about what I really want to do, I think I'm going to go in with this shade called Harvest Moon. here, which is the one right next to it. So kind of a, I hate to say like brown, but it's like a brown with a tinge of green. Like, I'm just gonna do it with my, that is stunning. Almost like antique-y. Wow, a little goes a long way. I'm literally still going with a very light swirling. Well, that's beautiful. Good job. I'm going to do the same. And again, this color is called Harvest Moon. It's thin, but it's also so opaque. I love this. And I still get a little bit of like an undertone twinge of green, if I can say. I mean, honestly, that's a complete look in itself. I'm going to go back with that same brush I was using and just soften some of those edges real quick. And when I did that, I don't have a ton of glitter falling down on my face. Loving that. But now I'm feeling bad because I want to play with more colors, but just that alone, gosh, look at that. That's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. What if I try and use this little shade called Luna here and put it like towards the front? I know it's not quite light enough to be an inner corner highlight, but let's see what she does. Maybe I take that back. Maybe she is. Okay. This color again is Luna. Can you see that? It's so pretty. I'm going to really build it up here in the inner corner so you can see the color that it is. Yes, 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 yes. And I'm just to brighten it up, I'm going to almost paint it in the first third of the eyelid too. This almost has a little bit of like taupey gray, green at the same time. It's fun. Okay, just going to kind of do the same, build it up a little. Hopefully y'all are seeing that. So I'm just going to kind of like try and blend it into the front here. Blend it inwards. Also, I'm not a makeup pro. I'm barely an enthusiast, but I am an enthusiast. So if you want some other ideas and inspiration about this, I will find and the links for a couple other people who also have done videos on this. I know Angie has done one. Pretty sure I saw Linda do one. So I will also link a couple of them because especially Angie, she's really good at color and being like brave that way, as I am not. So just for funsies, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this green color to the bottom lash line. I'm going to use the same brush. By the way, this is the BK Beauty 210. I'm going to go into this one, which is called Longleaf Pine, which this color is very reminiscent of what the color is on the candle. And then just for some funsies, I'm going to take this color over here, which is called Scorpio, and I'm going to put it in the outer third, still using that same brush. And I feel like it will darken it just a little bit for me, provide a little bit more impact. Yeah, I think it does. And then I think I will actually use that and just smudge it along the lash line as well on the top, just a little bit towards the outside. Not a lot. We're not getting crazy. So it's almost like it came up around the edge and just kind of came around the corner a little bit. Okay, I like that. So I will definitely be trying this out because I really am curious about this over here. Greeny one. Whoa, excuse me. I said green, but then as I don't know if you can see it, it shifted on me. It went from green to blue. Wait a second. Can you see that? No, I don't, wait, there. Can you see it? It goes like green, blue, blue, green, blue. That's crazy. Oh, now I'm so curious about that one. I'm so curious. Sorry, I have to. If I just take a little bit of this and I stop. Wait, that one is so pretty. That one is called Emerald. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't know if you could tell. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. I really like that one. So, first of all, well done to Amanda and Fantasy Cosmetica. I don't know if you're seeing it yet. Can you see it? Blue, green, no? It's so hard to capture that shift, but I will have, like I said, swatches, and then I will try and do a second look on that as well, and maybe post it as a YouTube short or something as a follow-up, but excited about that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a lip pencil so I can try out. There were some glosses in this collection, and I chose to try out a couple of them, and so thank you, first of all, to Fantasy Cosmetica for sending this to me. This is the Unearthly Lip Pencil in Cafe. So it's kind of a perfect autumn shade, I feel like. It's a little bit brown. I don't know if that's the right, like grayish. And to me really screams like fall. So there's that. And now I'm going to go in. There are a couple of glosses. 3 glosses, and I think they have a collection where you can get all the different glosses. I have 3 glosses, so let me show you. The only thing I've heard is that people wish that the colors were on the packaging and not just the box, so I guess I would say that as feedback. But this first color is called Cozy. And I think they all show up as pink through the window. I'm not sure if that's actually true. I will swatch all of these as well and put them on my arm. This one looks a little bit like more brown. And this one is called Elixir. And then this last one is in the shade Crackle. So it looks a little bit lighter. So I think I can show you here. I put 2 side by side. See, like one looks a little bit deeper in the window that you can see than the other. So I think I'm going to go in with the dark one and try this one. So it has just like a squeezy tube with a curvy kind of applicator. Like I think this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to put this on. Ooh, juicy. Oh. Oh. I feel like it smells like coffee. Well, that is lovely, first of all. I feel like the lighter one is the one with sparkles in it. I just want to confirm that real quick because I might put that even on top. Even though this is very shiny, I think I remember seeing that this one maybe has some sparkle in it. I don't know if that's true. Let's see. No, it's just lighter. So I'm not sure. I really like the smell of that one, of that dark one. I don't know if they're all the same smell, but that's lovely. So here is that. Very slippy. I'm not expecting super longevity on these, but wow, very shiny. No complaints. I like it. I like it. So as a general rundown, congrats, first of all, on the launch of this palette. Very excited for you. And I think between the two, I do like that darker one more, which I believe is whatever the darker one was. I will put it on screen. And then the other one, I believe, is more of a pinky one. Yeah, it definitely looks more pinky. So I'm excited to try all of them, though. And thank you so much to Fantasy Cosmetica for sending it my way. Amanda, I'm wearing your necklace right now. It's really lovely. I will link her shop. And thank you so much for making it to this part of the video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in another video very soon, which will be my empties. All right.